Hey, LinkedIn Network. I'm so glad to be here with you. I'm going to be talking about something that I think is so important right now, and that is the fear of losing your job, as a lot of people are losing their jobs, are about to lose their jobs, and may lose their jobs. So, I want to talk about this because I'm an expert in this. I lost my career in 2010 as a firefighter. That was a career that I started at 18 years old as an EMT, working on an ambulance and working my way up as a professional firefighter to joining the ranks of one of the best departments in the United States and one of the largest fire departments, where I thought I would have endless amount of career opportunity for promotional exams, learning new things, and giving back as an instructor. I was a college instructor as well during that time. So I really was at the peak of my career, the peak of my game, where all this was just game over, done, no going back. I had an amazing guardian angel at that time, and I hope you have somebody like that in your life. And that was my grandmother who was in her 90s. And grandma called me and she told me, "Grandson, you have to get moving. You're stuck. You're stuck right now. You have to get moving. The world is passing you by. You're about to be 30 and the world is passing you by." And she was right. I had an associate's degree in fire science and I had a paramedic license, and I couldn't do the job anymore physically. Lifting people in and out of the ambulance, it's a very physically demanding job. So I couldn't do that job anymore. And now we're just starting to see paramedics be used in telehealth, which is derived from poor policy. We're seeing this pandemic now shifting policy, having people have wake up calls that, hey, if we want to have a better economy, we have to have policy in place to let people like myself and other first responders who are retired do more with their paramedic license within the healthcare system, including telehealth, including things that aren't physically demanding, because we have a lot of knowledge. We bring so much into that. Now, why do I say this? You have skills, you have resources. Policy around may be tricky and may not let you at the time do what you are skilled to do. So then if that's the case, you have to reskill and you have to re-up and retool yourself and re-equip yourself with new skills to move forward. So what did I do? I went to Oregon and I lived with my parents. Yes, I ate a slice of humble pie. Going back, living with my parents, leaving my house that I love so much in the Bay Area, and I got my bachelor's degree. And I did so with honors and was inducted into the National Leadership Honor Society. Great. I still didn't have a really good job at that time. I left a six-figure career in the fire service and I was working in our family business. So I went back to the Bay Area, and still nobody wanted to hire me at the time because I didn't have work experience in industries. It was very frustrating. I applied to over 1,000 jobs. Finally, I got hired selling yachts. Yes, I was a yacht broker for a very short period in my life. And I didn't sell one boat, okay? I didn't sell one boat. So what did this teach me? This taught me about sales. It taught me that you need to sell a product that people want to buy in quantity, in volume, or you have to have a very powerful network to sell a lot of yachts at a very high price to a small amount of people. It taught me my first thing about sales. From there, I went into the MBA program at St. Mary's College. Go Gales. So I studied abroad in India and Thailand as part of the executive MBA program. I would have never gone to India on my own, and I would have never gone to Thailand on my own. I did the typical firefighter vacations. Mexico, all inclusive. Hawaii, that was about it. I didn't push myself to go past, and I learned about the world. I learned how the world works, which is so important about globalization, what we're seeing today, from supply chain issues with masks and healthcare workers not having what they have and factories backlogged and this and that. You learn how these things work because that's how the world works today, because we're all connected. So fast forward, I got hired by the largest contractors association. I didn't know a thing about construction, but I got the opportunity from an incredible CEO who took a chance on me. And I got my first job at a director level. Yeah, it was great. I got to work with board of director, I got to work with CEO, but I also got mentoring from the CEO. I got to learn how CEOs think, how they prioritize resources, technology improvements, sales planning, how to run an organization at a very high level. From there, I moved on. I worked in the coffee industry. I got to travel and see how coffee is produced. I got to see the social impact of what we drink every single day, one of the most consumed beverages around the world. And I got to see the social impact downstream with producers, got to work with government officials, got to see so many different things in coffee during my time, and eventually worked at Starbucks, which was another dream come true for me. It was a company that I highly admired. I kept moving forward and I kept finding things that aligned with my values. I also took chances in life and did new things. I did the work though. I went back to school. I learned. I studied. I took jobs that didn't pay me well, that aren't always on my LinkedIn profile, okay? And this is just being real, because a lot of people put out the facade that they want people to see. And right now, there's no time for facade. It's about action. It's about waking up every day, connecting with people. LinkedIn is huge now. When I got on LinkedIn, I was one of the early adopters of the platform. It's huge. Take advantage of this platform by connecting with people, having a virtual coffee meeting with somebody. All you have to do is ask, and fear stops us from asking. Let me say it again. Fear stops us from asking. Fear stops us from doing. Fear stops us from achieving our full potential. I'm living proof that you can go from firefighter to yachts to coffee to international trade to being on different executive committees. Anything's possible. Never give up on yourself. Never give up on your dreams. Keep moving, keep believing, know it's possible, and with action every day, you will get through this. And this is a reset moment in your life you may never get back. So do the right thing.